Shalom and good day all, this is Healing29 back again for some indie comic reviews, and in these indie comic reviews I'll be covering Hornsby and Halo issue 3 plus some variants in relation to it, along with Rocketfellers and their variants. I'll now get things ready for the first one that I'll be reviewing, and it's nice to review some Peter J. Tomasi alongside some Peter J. Tomasi. So starting off with first things first, do these variants in any way, shape or form connect to something that is happening inside with the story? Sure enough they do, to which I give the first one on the left hand side a 7.5 out of 10. I was meant to be getting a third one. I'll try to include the picture of the third one. Apparently it will be turning up in next week's comic book haul. About the only thing I sort of don't get to actually do with it is rate it alongside with these main comic and variant issues in relation to the comic run. And for the second one, I give an 8 out of 10. Now it's time to move into the area of the internal art as we have a look around the beginning, middle, and of course the end, and what's happening story-wise with the characters. I'll use the variant on the right-hand side to show some of the internal art as well as what's happening in relation to the story with the characters. So starting off, we get a bit of a heads up as to some of the things that have taken place in the previous issue and what is happening with Rose Hornsby and Zachary Halo. So as the story continues, we end up catching up with the character of Zachary Halo and what's happening with his family. We learn that not only has there been a death in the family, but there's also something for him. This is the item that we learn is for him, and I like what it actually says here. Eat and fly. It reminds me a little bit of My Hero Academia in that, especially with what Izuku Midoriya had to do with gaining the one for all power. But in this case, it's in relation to his supernatural power. Of course, there's a bit of a situation that takes place with both Zachary and Rose together as they encounter their own, I guess, version of a zombie apocalypse. Until last but not least, they realize, something's up. So for the internal art, I give it a 7.5 out of 10, as I really quite enjoyed what was done with the art in this story. Next is the area of the story rating. Starting off with the area of time, did we get any indication as to when this was taking place time-wise? No, we don't. Next is the location, to which the locations we saw were the funeral home as well as the cemetery. And the key cast of characters consisting of Rose Hornsby and Zachary Halo, to which I give this story a 7 out of 10. Now it's time to move into the Rocketfellers issue 3. So as you can see here, I managed to get the main cover plus the variants in relation to this issue. So first things first, do these covers in any way, shape or form connect to something that is happening inside with the story? Moving with the first cover, which is on the left-hand side down the bottom, I give a 7.5 out of 10. Next is the second cover, which is on the right-hand side beside that, to which I give an 8.5 out of 10. And last but not least, the one above them both, to which I give an 8 out of 10. I'll now get things ready as we start to move into the area of the internal art, as we will have a look at the internal art around the beginning, middle, and of course the end, and also what's happening story-wise with the characters. Of course, we get a slight heads up as to what happened previously in the last issue and what's moving over into this issue, We get to see one of the things in relation to where the story is beginning, with this particular being that will be sent out to try to capture the Rocketfellers. We get a bit of a catch-up between both past and present with the Rocketfellers until things go a little bit haywire, until last but not least towards the end. I do like how these stories include a bit of a profile on each of the characters in each of the issues. I think I'll show you that now as we learn a little bit more about the character of Rachel Rockefeller. So for the internal art, I gave it a 7.5 out of 10. Now it's time to move in relation to the area of the story, consisting of the area of time, location, and cast. The time consisting of the 25th century along with the 21st century, to which we got to see things from both. The location to which a majority of this is taking place on is, of course, Earth, and the key cast of characters being the Rockefeller family themselves, to which the overall story rating for this I give is a 7.5 out of 10. I found I actually enjoyed the Rockefeller issue slightly a little bit more than Hornsby and Halo, this particular issue. But until then, I'm still looking forward to more Peter J. Tomasi story greatness. Until then, let's keep it colourful and have yourself an awesome day.